Well, look at the numbers for Williams on the regular season, 11-8 with a .418. Very odd year for him. During the middle of the season, he went through a dead arm period.
Good one. But he said Matheny is the most solid mechanical catcher behind the plate.
Line into center field. A leadoff base hit by one of the killer bees on this Houston lineup, Greg Biggio. Ever postseason series win. Hammered down the right field line, and it is gone. Beltran, 4 home runs in the division series, and a laser to right field, his first at bat of the championship series. It's 2-0 Astros.
In a single season.
Jeff Bagwell, a 2-hopper. Rolen backs up and throws him out. Breaking ball, strike 3.
Well, the best breaking ball we've seen from Woody Williams thus far. He hasn't shown very many, but he picked a real good time to throw one here to Lance Berkman.
Hit .289 during the regular year with 27 home runs. Drove in 107 runs. First pitch swinging, pops it up. Womack waits, and the inning is over. But Beltran gets the Astros on the board with a 2-run home run.
Brandon Backe. Brandon Backe, another one of those guys that signed as a second baseman, started playing in the outfield. He's only been pitching 3 seasons. Speeds, and believe it or not, he's one of those guys that actually has to establish his breaking ball.
Lined into left field, a sliding catch by Biggio, and he took away a hit from Tony Womack.
Yeah, the 2 guy used to be a guy that could handle the bat, put down a bunt, move the ball around a little bit.
Lined into right field, and it gets by Berkman. Beltran over to back up the play. Walker making a turn, going to third. And he's in there as the ball is caught by this angle.
This Astro team right now that he could still hit.
2-0 to Pujols. Hammered into deep right center field. We are tied.
We saw the Red Sox come back in the ball game last night against the Yankees. Both of these teams have that ability as well.
Rolen on the ground to Vizcaíno, second out of the inning. Let's check in with Jeannie Zalasko. 3-2-2 out of the count. And lined into right field, a base hit by Edmonds. Edmonds a hard turn as Berkman is slow to get to it in right field. And the inning continues for Edgar Renteria.
Another free agent at the end of the season.
Gone swinging Renteria to end the inning. Beltran in the top of the first. Pujols answers in the bottom of the inning. And Albert Pujols, each with 2-run home runs in the opening inning. Muscled into short left center field, and Renteria out to get him. Morgan Ensberg retired to begin the second inning.
If you're a starting pitcher in this series, you want to have a bad hamstring.
Jam shot roller to Womack. 2 away.
Well, we talked about what Woody Williams had to do, mix in all of his pitches. His best one probably is changeup, and Scooter's here to tell us all about it.
He pitched well and won Game 1 of the division series against the Dodgers. 3-hopper to Renteria, and Williams bounces back with a perfect second. We're tied at 2.
If you don't throw that good fastball up and in, he will hurt you.
Breaking ball swung on and missed. Strike 3. 1 away in the inning.
He says he's very hard on himself. When a pitcher gives up a home run, he feels like it was his fault for calling the wrong pitch.
Good breaking ball again by Backe. Matheny chased it. 3 consecutive strikeouts for the rookie right-hander. Tomorrow night on Fox. Backe trying to fan the side here in the second. Fly ball center field. He won't strike them all out, but he retires all three in the inning. Game is on. Game one of this league championship series. We're tied at 2.
Look at him. He's got pine tar all over the bat, batting gloves. And that's the reason he's a pitcher now. He couldn't hit the curveball.
Postseason between them, not a home run and 5 batted in. Look what they did in the division series. Down to third. You don't want to make a living hitting it to that guy. Swing and a miss on the breaking ball, and Woody Williams has retired 9 in a row. 2-2 game. Middle of the third. Pujols coming up.
In the 2001 World Series when he doubled down the right field line in Game 7.
Swing and a miss on the Backe breaking ball. He has now struck out 4 of the last 5 batters he's faced.
It may have been in the lights and knuckling at the same time. Tough combination.
Tapper back to Backe. And the underhand flip to Bagwell. 2 up, 2 down, and here comes Albert Pujols. Payoff pitch. Got him swinging. Breaking ball after breaking ball. And boy, what a lift that is for Backe. He has now struck out 5 of the last 7 he's faced. Pretty good names on that list. And he draws a leadoff walk. We had a chance in between innings to catch up with St. Louis skipper Tony La Russa.
You see Scott Rolen, the third baseman, playing well off the line, and Edgar Renteria straight up the middle.
Rolen to the right side. Womack throws low, and what a nice play by Renteria to pick that out of the dirt. But with 2 strikes in this at bat, he may be looking to shoot one that way. Instead, it's in the air to deep left field. Going back to the wall, Sanders, and Kent has given Houston a 4-2 lead. Third 2-run home run of the game. Beltran and Pujols in the first, Kent here in the fourth. 2-2 to Ensberg. In the air, pretty well hit right center field. Walker going back to the track. Vizcaino dumps one into right field, a base hit. Ausmus grounded out to Edgar Renteria, ending the Houston second inning. Astros with a 4-2 lead.
Whoa.
Broken bat roller down to Rolen, and the inning is over. But the Astros recapture the lead. Jeff Kent plays long ball to the seats in left. 3-2. Fastball, and that one didn't miss. And Rolen still hitless in the postseason. We caught up with Astros pitching coach Jim Hickey from their dugout a moment ago. And he hits Edmonds on the right leg on a 2-2 pitch.
Oh, hit him with a fastball. We talked about the breaking ball and how good it's been for him tonight.
Edmonds figures to be on the move here, 3-1.
There he goes. And it's ball 4. A hit batsman and a walk. And the Cardinals in business with Reggie Sanders coming up. 1-0 to Sanders. On the ground, down to third. They go to second for 1, and that's a double play. And the rookie Backe sprints off the mat. He leads at the end of 4 by 2. We're back after a break from your local Fox station. Brandon Backe, first pitch swinging as we open the 5th inning. 1 pitch and 1 out for Woody Williams. But what a big double play turned by the Astros to end the inning.
As he limps over there into foul territory. Well, you talked about Jeff Kent, what a tough guy he is. Rolen's another one.
As he popped up into short left field, and Sanders has got it for the 2nd out of the inning. Sanders is one of those guys, or rather Rolen is one of those guys, I beg your pardon, and there are certainly high fly ball into right field. He missed that pitch by a millimeter, and the inning is over. I wouldn't throw that guy many strikes. Houston leads 4-2 midway through it.
Hit a home run that day, did it 3 consecutive times, and from what I understand now, he's calling him every day for the play.
You might want to dial him up here in the 5th. Matheny so far 0 for 2 tonight. 1-1 to Williams. Breaking ball in the air, right field. Pretty well hit. Berkman has it sail over his head against the wall. And Woody Williams with a 1-out double. The first Cardinal hit since the single by Edmonds in the 1st inning. Tapper to short. Charging Vizcaíno. Throws out Womack. Williams advances to 3rd. 2 away in the inning. Tonight's Budweiser fantasy player, Hideki Matsui. Said it again. Come on. Broken back into left field. A base hit. Will drive in Williams. And Walker pulls up with a run-scoring double to make it a 1-run game. And hopefully everybody's all right. The head of that bat went flying near the stands.
Although all day long we've been talking about our strategy, and it would be going after Scott Rolen. If they get to 7th game of the World Series, I'd bet the house that he doesn't go over.
Against right-hander Chad Qualls.
What a season this kid has had for the Houston Astros, getting called up.
The 1-1 pitch. Line into right field, base hit. They're going to wave around Walker, and Rolen delivers. Got him swinging to end the inning, but the Cardinals tie it up. Rolen his first hit of the postseason to tie it at 4.
Hit his spots well enough to get a little bit more of the plate.
Pull to the right side. Womack is there. Berkman retired.
Diving catches.
Got called out to end the inning. We go to the bottom of the 6th. A 4-4 affair. But they did major damage in that division series against the Dodgers. Into center field, base hit by Renteria. While we have a moment, let's send it back to Los Angeles. Here's Genie Velasco. Was thrown out 11 times. Broken bat up the middle. Kent knocks it down, but no play. Bunted perfectly. And that's the thing about this Cardinal team. As lethal as its batting order is from top to bottom, they can also beat you with small ball. Off the bench during the regular year with 9 runs batted in. Broken bat roller. That is a fair ball. And Bagwell makes the tag. And the go-ahead run scores.
score. Plus, Bagwell can't throw the ball from me to you.
Well, you take a look at that stat. There's a bouncing ball, and an infield hit for Womack makes it a 2-run Cardinal lead. In this series, their bullpen. Runner goes. Throw to second. Womack's in there.
To first base by Pujols, which Tony Womack certainly was anticipating in this situation, and what a great jump.
One hopper in the hole. Vizcaino will throw, and it gets away from Bagwell, and Womack will score. Instead, he takes outside, ball 4, and the inning continues. The 8th man to bat in the Cardinals' 6th will be Scott Rolen, and that's all for Pujols. He'll bat against Chad Harville, who came over from Oakland very early in the season.
Worked the count in his favor. Very dangerous count here.
And he lays off the breaking ball to load him up for Edmonds. One-run score. Here comes Pujols. They're waving around Rolen. Throw to the plate. Safe. 3-run double by Edmonds. Two to Renteria. Bouncing ball and another broken bat. Kent's got it. And mercifully, this inning ends for the Houston Astros. Nine outs to play with. And they'll go against a Cardinal bullpen. Kiko Calero, a solid regular season for St. Louis. For the top bullpen in the National League this season. 1-2 the count on Ensberg, who's 0 for 2 in the game. Sharply hit, but right at Womack. One away. Let's send it downstairs to Chris Myers, who's standing by with Woody Williams.
He says most of his family are still Astros fans. They don't care.
Off the glove of Calero, Renteria throws, but not going to get Vizcaino. That'll be a base hit, the 2nd and 3 at bats for Jose Vizcaino.
Rotation, we used him in long relief. We used him as a setup guy.
Osmus gone looking. 2 away in the inning.
Osmus got abused in that at bat.
Get a look at Andy Pettit, the former New York Yankee, out for the year. Pulled into right field. That is a fair ball into the corner. Vizcaino on his way to third. Larry Walker scoops it up, hits a cutoff man. They'll hold Vizcaino. Said it a little while ago, do not count this Houston team out quite yet. Welcome out to end the inning. They stand and stretch in St. Louis. Cardinals had a 6-run, 6th inning and lead in Game 1 of this National League Championship Series. And now Dan Wheeler on from the Houston bullpen. It has not been a good night for the Houston bullpen in Game 1. 2-2. Struck him out.
Well, guys, what would you sacrifice to get a foul ball in this stadium?
2-2 to count on Matheny. 0 for 2 in the game, but he put down a sacrifice which led to 1 run and helped tack on 5 more in that 6th inning. Here's tonight's game summary brought to you by Nissan. A tight one, a good one.
And on the other side of the field, Calero came in, had a clean inning, did give up the 1 base hit to Jose Vizcaino, but a successful outing for him.
On the ground is short. Getting over. A 1-2-3. 7th more Wheeler for the Astros with the heart of the order coming up. Down 6. Danny Herron
Pitching out of the bullpen in the major leagues, a starter in the minor leagues, looks like a future starter.
Boy, is this guy scalding pitches with regularity. Could easily have a pair of home runs in a game tonight. He has one, and now 2 hits. Aaron only 24 years old. In fact, just turned 24 less than a month ago. And he strikes out Bagwell on 3 straight pitches.
Tap the back of his fingers in the chalk like that to give his pitcher a better look.
Yeah, Matheny's a man's man. He didn't want to be wearing any nail polish. Let's go.
High fly ball, pretty well hit into left field, and it will fly into the stands. Home run off the bat of Lance Berkman. And now the Astros within slam range with only 1 out here in the 8th inning. Berkman is 3rd postseason home run.
Well, he aired out that first swing like he was trying to go deep, and then he got a pitch to do it on again, and he only took 2 pitches before he got into the dugout, back to the dugout.
Kemp pops it up and playable right side of the infield for Albert Pujols. Well, he had a battle out. 2 away. Julian Tavares.
Mike Matheny says Tavares has about 8 pitches. Grips on the ball.
Broken down liner to 3rd on the first pitch he throws, and that'll end the inning. Larry Walker coming up, a home run away from hitting for the cycle. Game 1 of his National League Championship Series, the Cardinals with a 4-run lead. And a soft liner to the new shortstop, the Astros' everyday shortstop during the regular season. Adam Everett, he takes over, and Jose Vizcaíno. Swing and a miss, and he's gone. So unless we go to extra innings, that record will stand.
Walker's, and it's a great organization. Like a true hockey player.
Under the glove of Everett into center field. Pujols with his 2nd hit, 4th time he's been on base tonight. Sit in the upper deck at Busch Stadium. Foul tipped into the mid of Ausmus, and we go to the 9th inning. The Astros down 4 in game 1. And it's strike 1 to Vizcaíno. On the ground to Tony Womack. 1 away. We look ahead to game 2 tomorrow.
It's just the way the fans are here in St. Louis.
On swinging Ausmus, and Houston down to its final out tonight. That ball hammered into deep left center field, and Lamb will touch them all. All 7 Astros runs in the game tonight have come via the long ball. 2-run home runs from Beltran, Kent, Berkman, solo homer by Lamb. And it's a 3-run ball game, and that's why Tony La Russa has Isringhausen getting loose.
Yeah, this is not his first time down this dark alley. He knows what to expect. He knows in the postseason things can happen quickly.
You're going to run your best guy out there.
Down the left field line, and it sails over the head of Reggie Sanders, bounces over the wall, ground rule double by Biggio. And now the real teeth of this Houston batting order is coming up. Beltran next. Bagwell would follow. Isringhausen is ready, and you got to believe La Russa's coming to get Tavares here, who has 2 hits, including a home run tonight. First pitch swinging, and this ought to do it. Game 1 belongs to St. Louis. As has been the case so frequently this year, just simply too much Cardinals thunder in that lineup. 10 runs, 12 base hits. Williams a winner, Qualls a loser, Isringhausen the save.